Hello and welcome. It's been a little while since we've done an update, so I thought it'd be a good time to show you some of the new stuff that we've done on the layout and some of the little details that I've added. As you know, I like to add things and I like to make things myself as opposed to buying them. So this will be some of the new features that I've added. As you know, we went to the Worley Model Show in Birmingham, the NEC. I know not everyone can get there. You guys, some of you guys live around the world, or you live in locations a little bit further away. But if ever you do go to the NEC or any other model show, it was the best experience we've ever had. I'll tell you, this was the best show for me by far. Met up with some great guys. We met up with Jason from Barnabas Junction, we met up with Stuart from Valleybrook, and we met up with Dave from Tinsley. So we had a great time. We shared stories, we spoke to people that make things and all the rest of it. Caught up with Pete Waterman and his railway. Absolutely had a great time. So you know, this is the sort of things that you guys can share your knowledge with other modelers. If you do go, make sure you haggle on prices, and that's at any exhibition you go to. That is a must. Do haggle on prices because they hike these prices up. We've discovered this. And if you go to Jason on Barnabas Junction, he'll be more than happy to show you a video where he's got some good, where he's got all his goodies. He'll show you what he's got with his haggling. So do check out Jason at Barnabas Junction. Anyway, guys, I'm going to fade down and we're going to go to some of the updates that we've done. So we'll go down. If you remember, we used to have a round water tower here, and a few guys wrote some comments to me saying it just didn't look right now that I've done the update on the depot, and I totally agree, it just wasn't right. So I took your advice and I swapped it out, and I've made this actual little square one. This is scratch built, it's not a kit, so I sort of just looked at some that I thought were sort of fitting for the area that I wanted to build, and I've had to make this a touch smaller. And I'm certainly happy with the way it's turned out. I've got a little ladder on the side there, you'll see there, little ladder, and then I've got the rivets and the sort of the crisscross, and then I've got a little overflow pipe. So all the little details that should be on there, it's just made out of plastic card in different gauges, and I've cheated a little bit. I've added my little pipe down there, because you remember on the round water tower I had a pipe to fill my steam locos, which I still wanted, so I cheated and added that pipe, so I could still fill a steam engine up. So that to me is something they've added to the water tower in my little world. So that's our little water tower, and definitely is a lot better now than the round one. Whether I change the colour a bit, I think it will probably stay that colour because they were sort of grey sort of colours. I did like the creamy effect, it seemed to just fit quite nice in there, but we're going to stick with the grey. So yeah, looks quite cool. One of the other things you may have noticed, and it's been on a lot of my front page shots of the YouTube channel, and that is our beautiful new shunter. There it is, our little Class 08. This is a Backman. Try and keep steady. Here she comes. Let's put that on there. There we go. So this is our little 08 shunter, and she is just so smooth. I had a Hornby one, and it was just like a rocking horse, as I mentioned in one of my Meet the Fleet videos. But this one is absolutely smooth as a nut, and she's just beautiful. Just focus it in there for you. Definitely a definite win situation. I do like the Hornby ones, and they have a lot of detail on the opening doors, that kind of thing. But Backman motors are just so much smoother, and I don't think you can really fault that, to be honest. So that is my new shunter. There was a little treat from all the litter that we sold. We treated ourselves to a new shunter to add to the layout, because I thought it was only fitting to put the money back where the layout is. So that's my new shunter. What else have we done? I've done some little signs. So if you look at these here, so I've made all these little tiny signs, and I'll just focus in. There we go. Come back. There we you go. So these are made of just printed out on paper from PowerPoint, and I just put a little brass rod in there. So I'll show you what I've got. Now I bought some proper signs from P&D Marsh. I measured them up. These are 25 millimeters, but they just look, these signs just look huge, and they just, to me, they weren't right. So I've remade some up on PowerPoint. So just, these are my own ones, so I haven't copied them, and I just sort of made them up and put a sort of a big white typeface in there. If I can just retune, there you go. And then I cut them out, and then I add them to my little bit of brass, which is a little brass rod there, which goes around the back of the post. And I'll just spray this in car spray grey, and I'll just spray the back a little bit with a bit of grey. And then I have my little signs, which is there, and then I've got some other ones that I think, if I put one there, no, I've put another one down there, down here. I think we've got one just here saying limit of shunt, which is that one there. There you go. Oh, edges must not proceed past this point. So these little signs, very small, certainly do the job. And as you can see, that looks quite cool. If I've got steady hand, which I haven't tonight, so that's quite good. So we was at the Wally show. We popped over to the Hornby stand, and they were offering subscription to the magazine and a free gift. And this was the free gift we got, which was our 3 tank wagons here. So a nice little touch to the layout. I haven't got many wagons, so this is a new addition, and they're very nice little smart little wagons. So I've now got another year's subscription, and something else to enjoy around the layout. So something to take note of when you go to these shows. Amazing. So as you know, we said we went to the Wally show. We met up with everybody, and it was a real good day out. Very busy. We went to the Backman Stand, and this is what we bought. Now the Backman Stand, for those who've never been before, they have an area of boxed, damaged trains or products that they sell, either misprinted or there's something wrong with it somewhere from the factory. But as you can see, this is in pristine condition. There's not one problem with this actual bodywork or the running underneath it or the motor. All the detail is there, and it's absolutely beautiful. Even little window stickers, the lights are on it. On the box it says £99. I think you can get them a little bit cheaper at the moment, only by about tenner. So if you do shop around for 90 quid, you can probably still buy this. I actually only paid £60 for this. I could have got it for 50 with a couple of other trains if I'd done a deal with them, but it soon mounts up, and I didn't want to spend too much money because I wanted to get some other deals on other things. I have got a lot of trains, but this one is by far a beauty, and I'm really proud, really happy that I got it for 60 quid. It is just a smooth little, you can't even hear it. All you can hear is the fan heater. So yeah, there you go. The lights are on the front and the back. If I do the direction on the back end, the train will come backwards, but the lights don't go on. That is the only thing that is wrong with it. I've fixed these before on another train, so I'm quite familiar with this problem. It's just a little circuit board. But to be honest, I'm happy the way it is. It runs perfectly both ways. It does light up. I'll stick the lights back on. So yeah, it's a beauty, and I'm really proud to get that one. And it actually is very fitting with the layout, as you can see. So that's one of our purchases from the Wally show. Now I've been buying different track cleaning machines, and I've had a look at loads of things, and I've made wagons up, but Dave at Tinsley put me onto this one, and I'm glad you did, mate, because this is really smart. I've run it around the track only about 5 times, and it's already picked up a load of stuff. It's got this little cleaning pad. I've got to rearrange all my third rail, which is, I've got to readjust this and move it. I'll take this one off the moment. So those that comment that I haven't got third rail, no I haven't at the moment. I'm taking it off and I'm redoing it because this one is far too high and it catches everything. So I say with this just won't go around with that on. So but I've run it around this track a couple of times and everything runs so much smoother. So for cleaning your track, one of these are absolutely brilliant. They're made by Backman. They're $29.99, so 30 quid. And the only thing you have to do is change the couplings. I've just changed it for a Hornby coupling on the front there, so it's got a little bit more room to manoeuvre around. And it's got a little, I've left the one at the back there because you get these little couplings on the back that look really cool, but I haven't got any of them, so I had to take them off. So I've just left that one on and just one on the front there. But really it doesn't slide, it really grips the track, which is good, and that's what gives it a good old cleaning. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with that little HO Backman cleaner. I think it's from the TMC Model Centre, so yeah, definitely worth getting, and thanks to you guys that put me onto that one. Thanks Dave. Certainly a one back-breaking task that's now a lot less painful. So that's that. So we've done a couple of updates on this depot, and as you can see, we've made a little oil tank over here. Again, this is just made out of plastic card. As you can see, it's just plastic card. And I did the old salt trick. So I weathered it in some, what did I do? I did a brown first. So I sprayed it in brown and different colour browns. Then I sprayed it in grey, just a little bits in grey in certain places. And then I added salt to it, lots of salt, and then put that on the bits that I wanted to keep, which was some of the browny bits on the corner and some of the grey bits. And I left it for, I think about 4 days, and I put it in the shed. And it does get a little bit damp in here, not too damp. But when it came back, and some of the crystals have sort of like run off, but some of the salt was still on there, which is a good test because I knew it wasn't that damp. But I just sort of washed off the remainder, or just knocked it off, some of the remainder of the salt, and then I just resprayed the black on top, which gives you this rusty effect. I've never done that effect, but it certainly looks really good. So sea salt and different sprays. There's quite a few of you guys do these effects, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I'm quite impressed. I might do this on some of my locos, give it a go. So yeah, it's quite cool. I certainly like that, and some weathering material just to tone it all in. So that's my little oil thing. I was going to buy some, but they don't make them anymore, and I saw Dave Class 47 had one, and a few other guys, and said that you can't buy them anymore. So I thought, well, in true Garry style, I'll make one. So I made one. I've done a little bit, sort of changed the flooring on the depot in here. It doesn't really pick up very well on the camera. It was very grey. It was this kind of grey originally around here. I've now sort of toned it to a whiter sort of cementy look, and spray painted some like floor panelling, like cement on there. So that's what we've done. Added some more rust effects and took more detail in there. So yeah, that's what we've done there. And I don't know if you'll see in there, there is our little ladder in there, that's it, hiding in the back there. I'll turn that on reverse so I won't be glaring at the camera. There you go, little matey on his little ladder on the back there. We have actually got if I bring that out actually, have actually got a pit in there. There's our pit, which I'm contemplating to light up. I might dig a little bit deeper, make a deeper pit and bring it to the front there. So so there's a pit there. I'll make you the back there. Don't know what he's doing. I don't think he knows what he's doing. So that's our depot, because I felt this one needed to come up a little bit to match the other one. So it's certainly more in tune with it all now. Send him back in there and stop him there. There we go. That's our little update on that shed. And of course our 101 DMU, which is just beautiful. Why I didn't get one of them years ago, I don't know. Absolutely beautiful. And there she goes, gliding around the track. And then we've done our little signs. We've done a little updates on the signs there. And then we changed our water tower, which was that. And we've got some little signs down here. So he's got some signs here. I'll move that out of the way. There you go. Just to say no trains past that point, no engines. So that's that really, in a nutshell. That really is all our update for this episode. So there we go, that wraps us up for the end of our video today. I hope you guys found this in some way inspiring and probably helpful in some of the modelling techniques and tips that you guys do. So I only share these things because, as you know, I don't like buying things. I like to make them. That's what I really get absorbed into, and it's everything's easy to make. You just have to break it down. It's 4 sides and a roof or a top. It's a bit of plastic, or it's a bit of metal, a bit of brass. It's as simple as that. We can all do these things, and if it goes wrong, we just do it again. Bit of paint and glue, and it normally covers everything over. I'm not a perfectionist, but I certainly love having a go at trying, and that's what this hobby is all about. Anyway guys, enjoy yourselves and whatever you're doing, and happy modelling, and I shall catch you on the back of the next video. So till then, cheerio.